Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Imaj Ali, clinical audiological scientist and founder of Heureka OS. This is our 14th audiogram that we will be reviewing, where we are looking at a bilateral, moderate severe sensorineural hearing loss as per the BC values. There is an airborne gap, they're unmasked, but by and large, it is a sensorineural inner ear hearing loss. This is quite a significant loss. There are some differences between the right side, which is the red ear, and the blue side, which is the left side, the left ear. Um, Owing to the fact that there are swings around about certain points are higher on the left side than the right, and vice versa. So you will find that the simulation is, varied between the two ears. They're not going to sound exactly the same, but this is quite a significant drop. So in order for you to capture this simulation, I would recommend that you, as always, to use earphones when you listen to the simulation, or that you have your audio device that you're using turned for the volume to be turned up to the maximum. Just be cautious not to cause any noise damage when watching these videos. I don't know about your own audio set, but just as long as it's safe and you can hear the simulations, you'll get the best out of it. It's another advice that we give in the videos, that you try your best to understand and comprehend the speech when it's in simulation mode. The struggles that you'll have in trying to do that will be a reflection of what it's like to have this type of hearing loss, because people are having conversations with these type of hearing losses and they are struggling. And for you to sort of get that struggle, try your best to note down what's being said. So without any further ado, we're going to start with the right side. We're playing a female voice, and here we go.
The roster of Nobel laureates is studded with the names of great and deservedly illustrious persons. Some dreamers, some men of action, a few true geniuses. But there are giants missing from the list. For example, the most fundamental contribution to the physical sciences that has come out of America was the work of J. Willard Gibbs, professor of mathematical physics at Yale University.
So that's very interesting, very faint, very quiet. You can work out the words and make out what is being said. It's just a struggle. And that's just from the right side. We're going to pivot to the left side and do the same, and we'll start from the beginning. Here we go.
The roster of Nobel laureates is studded with the names of great and deservedly illustrious persons. Some dreamers, some men of action, a few true geniuses. But there are giants missing from the list. For example, the most fundamental contribution to the physical sciences that has come out of America was the work of J. Willard Gibbs.
It's interesting. They are slightly different, and that's owing to the fact that the shapes are different. I would say the left side, you're missing the vowels more. There's actually, strangely enough, a bit more clarity on the right side, although it feels that they're both equally quite quiet. So it's a struggle to hear. And what you're also noticing is that there's no clarity with the words. There's a volume issue and a clarity issue with this type of hearing loss. We're now going to pivot to the male voice and see if there's any difference. We'll start from the right side, and here we go.
No recurrent event in the intellectual world is so avidly awaited by so many people as the annual announcement of the Nobel Award. No formal honor conferred by man carries such distinction as a Nobel Prize. The awards are presented on the 10th of December, the anniversary of Alfred.
So I would say strangely enough, the male voice to me sounds a bit clearer on the right side than the female voice. They're both quiet, but the male voice is louder on the right than it is with the female voice on the same side. We'll go to the left here, start from the beginning with the male voice. Here we go.
The current event in the intellectual world is so avidly awaited by so many people as the annual announcement of the Nobel Award. No formal honor conferred by man carries such distinction as a Nobel Prize. The awards are presented on the 10th of December, the anniversary of Alfred Nobel.
So for the left side, it sounds like your head's underwater and somebody's speaking above it, and it's quite diminished, not so clear. So there's a volume, clarity, and tonality issue. So the tone is also affected quite a bit. So it doesn't sound quite natural. It sounds very nasally when you are in the simulation mode, and that's the thing about hearing loss. It's difficult to visualize, but hopefully this simulation allows us to have a little window, a peek into that world. It's not just a volume issue, and it's not just a clarity issue. It's also a quality issue. So you lose some of the quality of speech, and you'll also get a sense of that when we do the music simulation now. So with the music, when it's vibrant and loud, you're hearing all the different instruments, but you're also hearing that it's not a flat sound. It's quite there's a lot of timbre and different layers to the sound and reverberation. All of that goes away, and you're just left with the bass and a very quiet, muted version of that music. And in a similar sense, that's what's happening with speech. You're losing not just the loudness, not just the clarity, but the quality of the sound as well. So let's play music to demonstrate that. We're going to go with the classical music again. We're going to start from the right side. Here we go. And we'll pivot to the left. Yeah, so the difference between the right and left is very difficult for you to assess this through the speakers, I'm sure. But what I'm listening to is a slight tonality difference between the right and left. And that would be purely because of the shape difference between the right side and the left side. So that was quite an interesting case. I hope that was valuable, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye now.